Hello, CPA ninth graders, and welcome to the 12th episode of Tiger News. News for the students by their favorite math teacher. That's me. I have a lot of important things to share with you today. Even though I might not be dressed as I usually do for the news, it is still a very serious news channel. Moving into your daily schedule for the day. In math class, you have some notes to be working on for me, as well as a homework on multiplying rational expressions that have binomials and trinomials in the numerator and in the denominator. In history, you're continuing looking at pandemics through history, either writing those COVID-19 letters, or I believe there was one other option, but I cannot remember. Check in with Myth Records for sure. In mixed genre, you have quite a few different things happening at once with some vocab practice, a choice of 2 different videos and articles to look at, and answering some questions in the Life Examples document. Remember to complete your attendance for each class and to check in with those electives. Office hours today are with me from 2 to 3 p.m. if you want to stop by and talk. Usually Miss CB pops in and we mostly just goof off for the entire time. Now, before I can get to my favorite segment of the day, I have something pretty important to share with you, and it has to do with lockers. So some people have been asking, we have things in our locker, we would like it back. How are we going to do that? Well, CPA has devised a plan. I'll be going in this week and next week and packing up all of the 9th grade lockers. And then on Tuesday, May 12th, so next Tuesday, between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m., we will be at CPA ready to pass out those belongings to you. I really hope that you guys didn't leave anything too gross in there. I'm really worried about finding moldy food. I won't lie to you. Also, if there's any candy, there might not be any candy by the time it gets to you. I'm only mostly joking. There will be other times, so if you're not able to make it this next Tuesday, eventually there will be another date where you'll be able to come and pick up your things. But right now, that date has not been decided upon, and I don't know when it would be. So right now, this is the only time that's scheduled. When you arrive, there's some really specific things that they want you to do, and I'm actually going to look at the email that was sent out to families to talk about those specific things because it, like I said, is very specific. If you have a parent or guardian or friend or someone driving you to school to pick up your stuff, you're going to pull up outside of door D, the big glass entrance. And you'll want to have a sheet of paper with your name on it taped to the passenger window. So it should have your name and your grade on it. Or you can hold it to your hands, whatever, you have to show it out the window. The idea is that they're trying to limit as much contact between members of the staff, because I will also be there handing out things, and families. So you'll, put your little sign there. You'll tell us, hey, it's whoever, I don't know, Amia. It's Amia. I want my things. I will be radioed. I'm going to go grab Amia's things from where I've already packed them up, and I'm going to bring it out, and I'm going to set it on the sidewalk, do my little wave, and then run away. And after I run away, Amia would get out of her car and go pick up her bag. So we're really trying to limit contact between people. And this is just one way that we're doing it. If instead you want to walk to school, maybe you're someone that lives a little bit closer and you want to walk to school, you can stand across the street on DeSoto in front of the church and actually call your principal, and your principal is Mr. McGowan. And I don't remember that phone number, but I'm gonna put it up there now. So write that number down. If you, like I said, are coming in and you walked and you want to pick up your stuff, you can call Mr. McGowan and we will make sure that that gets out onto the sidewalk for you and you can run on up, grab it, and run on home. So we're just trying to limit the contact between people so that we can stop the spread as much as possible. That is really all I have to say about that. If you have more questions, you can email me, you can message me through a private comment in your attendance on Google Classroom, any number of things. Now we can get to my favorite part, my questions from the crowd, and both of these questions are pretty related to each other. So John was asking me, what have you been doing to not stay bored? And I have to put this in there, and I am not saying this about you, John. This is something that was said to me when I was in 9th grade, and I remember it. Like, this has stuck with me. Truly shows you the power of words. When I was in 9th grade, my 9th grade English teacher told me that people that say that they're bored are not intelligent. And this is because I had said I was bored. So like she was totally coming for me and calling me unintelligent to my face without actually pointing at me and saying like, Carissa, you're stupid. So that has stuck with me until today. Like I still think about it. I think that people have the right and can be bored and that they're not stupid if they're bored. So, you know, whatever. My 9th grade English teacher, who will remain unnamed, like whatever to you, okay? Moving on. Eric also asked me though, what is your favorite hobby? And I think those questions go really well together because I practice one of my favorite hobbies right now in an effort to not be bored. Actually, two of my favorite hobbies I've been doing pretty actively. And those are, I'm sure you can guess it, are Animal Crossing and reading. I love playing video games. I don't only play Animal Crossing, I promise. It's just like the game for me right now. I usually play games on my PC. I'm not usually such a console gamer, but I love my Nintendo Switch. Does the Nintendo Switch even count as a console? I don't even know. It's also a handheld. Who cares? And I've been reading a lot. Specifically, I've been reading a ton of Demon Slayer. I love it. It had been recommended to me as an anime, and I wasn't able to force myself into watching it just because TV really doesn't interest me that much. I much prefer reading. And so I picked up the first 10 volumes, and there are only 10 volumes of Demon Slayer out, and that's what I've been reading. I'm also kind of situated a little bit differently than I normally am. I have a bookshelf behind me, and that is my favorite bookshelf. I actually have 2 bookshelves. I don't know if I've ever told you that. Yeah, we'll stand up. But this is my favorite bookshelf. My manga shelves are on the top, other books on the bottom. I say other books because my manga shelf's my favorite shelf. And back there we have my my other bookshelf, which I also enjoy. I feel bad. They're equal. I enjoy both of them. I love both of my bookshelves. All bookshelves are created equal, except this one is better. Anyways, that was kind of a long talk about that. Moving into the quote of the day, I actually picked a quote from Demon Slayer. And it has cut me some slack. I'm doing my best. We are all doing our best right now. I'm trying to do my best as a teacher for you. It's hard sometimes. Finding the energy to do things has been really, really difficult, but I'm trying. Sometimes it's just a lot easier to watch a lot of YouTube videos or just like disappear into a manga than it is to actually like do any work. But I'm trying my best. You're trying your best. Let's all cut each other some slack. I am continuing praising teachers that made me the person I am today, and I wanted to shout out one of my high school math teachers. He is to me what I am to you. So he taught me Algebra 2 and Calculus, and actually gave me my first opportunity ever where I was in a role, kinda, sorta, teaching. I wasn't actually teaching, but I was teaching. I helped students with homework, and it was just like my first chance ever doing anything like what I do right now, and he gave that to me. So thank you, Mr. Maloney, for kind of like planting that seed in my brain, because I mean, look what it's grown into. I'm a math teacher now, and I love my job. Mr. Maloney also, though, almost made me give up on math. When I was in my senior year, my 12th grade year, I took calculus with him, and I hated the class so much. I never wanted to do math again. Uh, it's true. It was so hard for me to understand. I didn't have the commitment necessary or really like the want to learn that kind of math at the time. So I almost, who knows, maybe I would have been an English teacher. I don't know. Luckily, like college saved me, and the love of math was not completely lost. But there's a picture of me and Mr. Maloney. So that's me in my 12th grade year sitting there next to another student who will not be named. Because they're not named in the yearbook right here for some reason. For some reason, it's Mr. Maloney is showing off the calc textbook, and I right here, Chris Bowman, am looking on, but they don't mention this student whatsoever. So sorry. That's all I have for you today. Stay safe, stay smiling. I included a really cute little graphic there that says, hey, just popping in to let you know you're not failing. You're actually doing a good job holding it all together. Your anxiety is doing you a bamboozle. Truthfully, you're doing fine. You're pretty great, and we're lucky you're around. If you're feeling like everything is just going to crap lately and that you just can't do anything right, it's not the truth. You can do things right. You are doing things right, and you are great. This was the longest episode to date. It also had the most information. I hope that you have a great day. As you know, make it a great day or not. The choice is yours. Bye.